It's online biz real talk today, and I have an incredible subject today, and I have some of my incredible business partners from all over the world, and who are super successful and super intelligent. And yeah, we're going to be talking about our subject today, which is what made you start an online business, and what is your why behind it. So we're going to be going over like what made us start this business? How is it different from others? Like, why did we choose this business out of other online opportunities? And what is our why? Like, why did we start it? Is it because we wanted to travel? We wanted to help our family, whatever the case may be. So we have some of our guests today that we're going to be talking to, and we're going to be asking these questions. So thank you all for joining us today. Thank you so much. So, Paulo, I'd like to bug you the first one.
Hi everyone. Hi Georgia. Thanks for having me on here. This is a great topic, and like before I get into it, I just want to let everyone know, like I'm Paulo Perleas. Originally, I'm born in Philippines, but moved to Canada when I was 6 months old. Grew up in Calgary, so Calgary is my home city, but I've been living in Vancouver for the past 12 years now. So it's been a while. So Vancouver's home. And so just sort of why I started my like why I got into the whole online business is because with my background, I'm a registered nurse. I've worked at inpatient hospitals, and then now I work in research oncology clinical trials. And so with dealing with a lot of cancer patients, I was dealing with a lot of gastrointestinal gynae patients. I burnt out. A lot of my patients over those many years I've been doing it passed away, and it just took a toll on me. And the workload with whenever you talk to any healthcare worker, the workload is like horrendous. We're always short staffed. There's always just so much you have to do. And with oncology patients, I was like their direct sort of primary nurse when they're on a clinical trial. And so I burnt out. I like near the end, I was like hating going into work. I hated like picking up the phone when the patient calls because I just didn't want to deal with it. Like that wasn't me. I was like I love being a nurse. I'm great at it. So my patients love me, but it's like I was going into work fake. I was going to work tired, stressed, and I didn't wasn't leaving work at 4:30 p.m. I was leaving at 5, 6 every day, and then sometimes I was going on weekends. So I was like, I needed to change because if I continue doing this, I was gonna burn out again. And so that was one of the major reasons because like I at the time I was 33, I was at my highest of stress, and I eventually my body gave out, and I something within my DNA triggered, and I developed a neuromuscular disorder. It's a rare disorder, only affects 3% of the population, but it caused me to become debilitated. I was not able to look after myself. I lost full control of my head movement, which I didn't realize you do a lot every day, but I just basically could not control my head. It was just doing this every few seconds, and every time I tried to straighten my head, it would just turn even harder. And so, yeah, I was like, I can't get myself in that same situation again. And even when I was trying to recover during the whole process, it took me a good couple years. But at that moment, all I can think of was who's going to pay for the mortgage, who's going to pay for the bills. Like I was focused all on money. I was not focused on my health and focused on getting back to recovering. And I said, I don't want to put myself in that situation again where I'm financially strapped with just having one income stream. So that's sort of in the gist of what got me started in the business. And yeah, I'll pass it on to others.
Oh my goodness, Paulo. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh my goodness. And look at you now. You're a beast. You're working out all the time. You're so healthy. I would have never thought that. What was your road? Can I ask you a few questions if that's okay?
Yeah, yeah. So I honestly thought I was gonna be bedridden for the rest of my life because I couldn't drive, I couldn't go to the gym, I couldn't feed myself. I had my mom stay with me for 6 months to help put clothes on me, help kind of like cut my toenails, feed me because I just couldn't do it myself. So it took 2 years to finally like through physio. I see a neurologist, so I get Botox in my neck every 4 months, and I do physio massage in between. But that's my new normal. And I I I believe it was because of the stress from work. Because other than that, I was super healthy. I mean, I was 33 when I got diagnosed with this disorder, and it'll be like 8 years now. But yeah, no, I'm like a lot stronger. It's that was my lowest point in my life where I realized, I mean, if I hit rock bottom, which that was my rock bottom, I can, any challenge that come my way, I can surpass it. It's a lot of it is mindset, which we learn within our whole business community. It's a whole mindset of just thinking positive and thinking that you can achieve what you want to achieve if you focus on that sort of desire or dream that you want to do. So yeah, it was a struggle, but it, like I said, it made me a stronger person. And like what Georgia said, like I work out every day. I do kickboxing, hiking, cycling, and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm a lot better. So
Wow, wow, you're amazing. You're a true soldier, and I've been through that, like where I felt like so much pain from just stress and going through what I was going through. I used to have a brick and mortar business before, and I was constantly, doing and going. And maybe I'll talk a little bit about my story after, but I could definitely relate. And stress is the biggest killer. Like
yeah,
everybody, yeah, watching, like this is why we are helping people to earn online in a real legit way. It's so much less stressful to earn online, to be around such wonderful people. That's exactly today. Niz kind of asked me questions and interviewed me for her group chat. Let me get rid of block because it keeps.
yeah,
So she interviewed me today, and these are all the questions. Like she was asking me, and what I was talking about. She was like, "What was your biggest hurdle in this business?"
yeah,
To be honest with you, there's no hurdles for me. It's the online world. Click here, click there. And I told her my mindset. My
mhm,
mind, your mind is the most valuable thing.
yeah,
It's the biggest muscle. Like it's like literally, like if you're stressed, it's going to mess your whole health up.
yeah,
And I understand that. This is why we want to help people, because your workplace, and it's well known that in the healthcare, there's a lot of stress because you're dealing with so many people who are stressed, who are sick, and it's obvious. You're gonna feel it. We're human. No matter
yeah,
how strong and you know good our mindsets are, we are going to feel what they're feeling. And death after death, or sickness, or people are really rude because they're sick, right? They're very rude and they're hateful. So you got to learn to be a soldier, right? And that's why you're a soldier. And you see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Good job. Good job. Let's get a round of applause.
Thank
For
you. Thank you. Like, and
Thank
like, how about yeah, and how about you, Georgia? I mean, I know you've been in the business for quite a while. I think we almost started around the same time. But like, what was your why, of getting started?
So my why, if I'm going to go, I guess I'll go with my little um, reason why I started this business, why I chose this, what made me start this business, and why I started it. One of the biggest reasons, we'll say in the beginning, was because I wanted to be there for my children. I wanted to not leave them, and I wanted to get a house, and I couldn't get the mortgage, and I was like, I worked all my life. I left my brick and mortar business in Toronto, Ontario. I had a brick and mortar business. I used to go from trade show to trade show. I used to have nannies watching my kids, paying them $90 a day. And I was constantly in heels, in dress clothes. That's why I joke around. I feel like I'm dressed up when I'm wearing, leggings, or when I'm wearing, a cool little sweater with a hoodie or my little sneakers, because when you're used to having to wear casual, like dress clothes and high heels, you're like, you don't want to wear it anymore. Your feet hurt. You're on cement. So I was constantly doing this. I gained back problems. I was stressed. You know how you felt like you couldn't move, and it was like, uh, you feel like it's like your whole world's crashing down. I went through that. I had a personal masseuse, right? She killed me, but she showed me, and she bettered me a lot. But it was a lot of stress, sitting, walking in cement floors and marble floors, and it was just never being there for my kids. And I made a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't worth it. I was never there for my kids. Super stressed. My mom and dad got sick. My mom died of cancer. My dad was dying of cancer. There was just so much going on. And I got up and I moved to BC because I was in Toronto, and I left my brick and mortar business behind. And literally, I just, ever since then, I was like, okay, I'm going to work on my life, get things better, change a little things about my business. I turned Christian, and then everything changed in my business. I want to switch some things. So when I switched some things, my business went down. I brought it from Ontario to BC, and it failed. And then after that, I was like literally living off my savings. I spent all of my savings. I got in debt. Like I literally had to sell all my fancy cars and all my jewelry. It was like I went down, right? And I had to get back up. And I was thinking, should I take this job? I was offered a job at a car dealership. I was offered a job a few times at Costco for the presentations. I like I have a whole crew of friends and people that I know in Kamloops, like all my church peeps. They could have got me a job like this, right? Because nowadays it's about who you know. You get a job quick. I didn't have the education, but I was like, I could get a job. But then I thought to myself, I'm going to be in the same predicament I was in Toronto. My kids are going to be left all day, and I'm not going to make as much money. I'm going to make minimum, and I know all these jobs. Like I'm going to have to fight for ups with the car dealers, and it's like, what am I going to make? $200 a car, $500 a car, and you can only sell so much in a month in a small city. And then I thought to myself, like I really thought, I can't take those jobs. I'm going to spend half my pay on childcare. I'm not going to be there for my kids. I'm going to need another car. We're going to have to commute. So long and behold, out of nowhere, this business fell in my lap. I knew the person. He was working at a dealership that my ex was working at. And I seen him posting about what he was doing in this business. And I watched a workshop, and the rest is history. And the reason why I chose this business to start is because of the products, huge high-end products and good for you, medical grade. Very high commissions. I seen the people and I was like, wow. And plus, my coaches, when I signed up, my coaches live in Summerlin and I'm in Kamloops. So I realized like this is real people. Like they're tangible. It's not a computer and you're going to get stuck and you're not going to talk to anybody. And it felt right. It was like God's prayers. God answered my prayers. And yeah, that's my story. And literally I had anxiety in Toronto. I had super bad back pain. And I was just going through a lot, even in my health. Like this is why I'm vegan and gluten-free, because my health, like literally before Apollo, I could eat gluten. I could eat whatever I wanted. I could eat dairy and it would not bother me. Now it's like something went wacky from all the stress and the system and my system went crazy. But now I got my health back. Starting this business, doing like stress makes you more younger. Right, Paula? He looks
Oh,
super.
and without health, like regardless of how much money you make or as little money as you make, without it, you don't have anything. Like that's the thing that a lot of us seem to kind of push on the side, be like, oh no, it'll be fine. We can handle a lot and a lot. But once you reach that tipping point, which I have, like you realize like you don't want to go there again.
No. And I was only like 20, 22, 23 when
Yeah,
I went
so
through all that.
that's young.
Yeah. And just since the last 3-4 years, I got my health back, right?
Yeah.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Let's go to, how about, since Paulo questioned me, I will now question Sarah. Sarah, how are you? Introduce yourself for us and tell us a little bit about this subject. What made you start this online biz? And what's your why behind
First of all, thanks for having me in this wonderful live meeting. So it's a long story. I always had it in back of my mind to have a backup plan in terms of financials, because I thought that basically I'm from Iran. I moved to Canada not like 3 years and a half ago, and I work in healthcare, same as Paula. And I always thought what if I don't want to work physically? Like, I don't want to be physically present in my work situation. But I never found a very decent backup plan in terms of having something safe and secure and something that helped me um, earn a passive income. But anyway, I was just looking here and there. But since I moved to Canada, I was so busy with all those exams and things like that. And I had a job, although it was a decent job. But at some point, I found that when you work for somebody, there are always some limitations. So you are working for somebody to grow. And at the same time, I had to be physically present in the workplace, and there were so other limitations like competition with other people. Although I'm very good in having that collaboration with the team members, but still I thought there is something missing in between, and I have to figure out a backup plan for the times that I cannot work. Or I, anyway, because I had to support myself financially. I'm living alone. I have nobody to support me. So I always was scared of being dependent or being in debt or these things that might happen very easily. And you will quickly go into huge amount of debt. Then I started to look around and search through Google. I found some other like online businesses, but they didn't look very straightforward. Then I found this platform, which was kind of interesting because I did a very in-depth research about the people that are working in this business. And then I found like it's a kind of like beautifully programmed type of marketing with a very good like teaching program that can help me grow from like scratch. I had literally no information about online business, about social media. I was very weak. Like this was my weakness in my whole life. And in the beginning, I thought that I can't be successful in this business. But I wanted to give it a try, at least for my curiosity. I wanted to see how this business worked. Then I started, and interestingly, I found a huge community of successful people that honestly I can say there are so many good role models in this business, in this community, that are willing to share their knowledge, they're willing to help, and this is the beauty of this business. There were so many benefits in this business, which I found them and compared them with other business, online businesses or marketing types. The first was that learning and that teaching platform, which is wonderful. I had no information about how I can advertise in internet or like how can I introduce myself. But the stepwise and video-based training was something that made it so easy for me to learn on my own pace, on my like own like free time. And this was the biggest advantage for me. Then the huge commissions, and also the role models, including my um, beautiful, wonderful coach, Georgia, that are like 24/7. They're there to help you. And they guide you and walk you through all the platforms and help you with finding the solutions. And the other thing is time freedom, financial freedom. Have a backup plan, which adds to my security in life. Now I think that, okay, I have enough time for myself to have some extra income. I can do lots of things. I can travel more. I can like enhance my health situation. I can have more time to do whatever I want. So there were lots of benefits in it. Like um, all in all, I can say that I'm very glad to start stepping in this world of online marketing, and I know in the near future and even now, online marketing is a must in all of our lives because it's a huge platform. We can learn how to make a very legitimate income from it. And you will get to know lots of successful people. You will overcome your weaknesses. Like for me, this was a weakness. I was very weak in working in social media. Now I learned a lot. Even though I don't make money, I have learned so many things that worth like thousands of dollars. But at the same time, I feel very successful, although I know I have to work more because like people that have been working in this business for 2 3 years, they're super successful. And when you listen to their stories, you learn a lot from them. It's not only being successful, but every individual has their own stories and their own struggles in life that when I compare, I say, okay, I can learn so many things from them. Like Georgia, she's a very successful queen in this business with 5 children, with 5 kids. I can't imagine. And there were so many other examples of successful people in this business. In general, I'm super happy to join this community, and I wish to get more and more successful every day. Thank you for having me in your meeting.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm laughing and cracking up in backstage. It's like, you know that Ruth has 10 kids? She's an online business owner. She is from, where is she from again? Oh my goodness, it's on the tip of my tongue. She's from the States though. Oh my goodness, I forget the city, but she's from the States and Wisconsin. I always imagine her cute little accent. She's Wisconsin. But she is super successful. And like, I think about that, like she has 10 kids and then her husband was in the hospital and then they went to Mexico and then she's still doing everything. And she tells me, I'm sorry I haven't been around. I'm like, girl, this is your business. You don't have to, show up or be in the chats or anything. You can run your business and take care of your family like you've been doing. You've been getting buyers and leads. So this it just shows you that and you're working on your huge degree and you're doing and you have this business running for you. And that was one of the things I remember, Sarah, when we had the coaching call and you're like, can I still, work on my career and still do this? Because I know you're super intelligent. This woman is super intelligent. And I know that this that's your dream, but you know how, valuable the online world is right now. It's super valuable. Did anybody else want to comment on anything that Sarah said?
No, thanks for sharing your story, Sarah. Yeah, it's nice to have other healthcare workers on here who just know that environment is just it's not going to improve in any shape or form because unless you're in the private sector, public sector is always going to be struggling with staffing. So yeah, I'm glad you found this business. I'm glad because it's going to, I know, because I've been in this business for many, like 5 years, over 5 years now. And just once you've been able to take time off work, because I know, because I'm not sure if you're unionized or not, but I know if you're unionized, like you're very restricted with how much vacation time you can take off. And you have to compete with other people who have seniority above you. So you may not get the weekends that you want or the days in the summer, and it gets frustrating because it's like yeah you're tied to somebody telling you what you can and can't do, which is annoying, frustrating, and also something not I don't know. I think with the business you just have more flexibility in a way that you can truly live your life, and I can't wait to see your successes as the years go on.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Amen. Even the months. I was about to break it down. You could have left your ringtone on a little bit longer, Paulo.
My mom's ringtone, so
That was cool. Thank you,
yeah.
thank you, Sarah. God bless you. You're doing absolutely incredible. Keep on excelling, and like I see her successes. Even someone who has literally bought in and everything from the system. Like I can see her ad working. I can see everything coming together. Hi. So there's the Mr. Famous Cito Vivancos. Maybe I'll ask him some questions after. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi there, everyone.
He's gonna take over the show.
I'm taking
He's
over the
literally
show.
gonna take over the show now.
Um,
Aaliyah's still gonna talk.
no.
Okay, just so you know.
I gotta take the kids home.
Did you want to say something? Can I ask you a little question?
Yeah, sure.
Can I put
Ask
you on
me.
the spot?
Yeah. put me on
Before
the
you go,
spot.
then, if you're leaving.
Okay.
All right. We'll bring you in. So the subject today is what made you start this online business, like this business specifically, and what was your why behind it? Why did you start
Okay.
it? What was the reason?
The why, the big why.
Yeah.
We all want the same, guys. We want time. I've been in this house for about a year now, 9 months, almost a year.
No, we've been here since February.
Well,
So
around
maybe about
there.
9.
And the why was my family. Have time for my family. Have make extra income for my mom, my family, and but most of all is time so we can follow our dreams. And what am I doing now that I've been already here and the business runs in the back for me? Well, now I dedicate myself to go to the park over there, and that's City Park, and I play trumpet in the street for fun. It's so much fun. I play trumpet and I dance and I wear a suit, and very soon I'm gonna start doing weddings. I'm gonna start doing, I want to become famous, a famous artist. But now I have all the time in the world to do that because this business actually did it. Since I started this business, 4 weeks into this business, I quit my job. She said I would do it in 2 months. I did it in 4 weeks. Depends how much you want it. If you want good change, if you want change, well, you gotta go get it. So I think the why was time, family, more income, and that what I'm doing right now. And
Sorry. What made you start this business than other opportunities? Because I know you was in
Well,
Amway before. You was in
yeah.
other things. What made you start this business?
This business is a total different business than any other business. In this business, you don't have to go knock door on door, sell any products. You don't have to bother people. You don't have to call people to set up meetings. This business has such a nice, big, strong help. It's a training they give you on this business, so you can pass it all. You can take your time on it because the better you put your time on the training, the better you come out there. And apart from that, you have all these wonderful people here that will help you with the business. You have Coach Georgia Williams. She's gonna be there for you. You'll have Meadow in the back also.
Making some weird faces.
And
we have lots of coaches too.
There's-
Paulo's a coach. Angela's a coach. We have, literally, we're all here to help you.
Yeah. So the business works, and that's what I wanted. In this business, especially because this business, they help you actually set up everything. We help you set up everything, and we do Zooms every day. She's on the computer every day. Not because she has to. No, because she wants to. Not many coaches do what she does. She spends all her time helping our business partners. So yeah, that's why I.
Did you tell them what kind of work you did?
I used to do construction. I used to dig holes for a living. I worked for Matcon, worked for Whitewater. I worked for.
It's in Vancouver.
I worked in Vancouver. I did a lot of many jobs, but now I want to be a star. And this business runs in the back for me. And I had to set it up at the beginning. And once the business is set up, buyer here, buyer there, buyer here. When you wake up, you get buyers, leads. So it's great. It's great.
Awesome.
You don't have to actually bother people to get the leads. All right, people, can you excuse me? And I will take the kids to a church activity.
Do you know where this place is?
The church?
No.
Okay, I gotta get the address.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Tito Vivancos.
I love you all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was exciting. So I wanted to comment on one thing for all my business partners and people who are going to start, or just people with their goals. Tito specifically asked me on the coaching call. Okay, and we were dating at the time, and he wanted to get into this business. He's like right away. He's like, I want to get in this business.
Sorry.
Yep.
I just have to say something. If you all want to learn about this business real good, go into the coaching calls.
Yeah.
You won't even have to go to the training if you go to the coaching. I mean,
Oh,
you
he
still
said
gotta go
he-
to the training, but if you go to the coaching course and you stay there and
He
you look what
wants you
Georgia
guys
does,
to shadow me. They
shadow
can learn
her.
about the business. He's talking about our current business partners to shadow me.
Amazing.
Yeah, you're going to learn a lot about the business.
I know.
Thank you. But when he came with a plan, and he said to me, like, I want to know, and even though he trusted me and we were together, I need to know is, can I leave my job from this business? That was very serious to him. Could I leave my job in 6 months? I said, if you really work on your business, you can leave it in 3 months. He's like, really? You promise? I said, if you work on your business every day, a couple of hours a day, 3, 4 hours a day, you're going to boom. Like there's no tomorrow. Because I know a woman that works on it 12 hours a day and she's an absolute millionaire in this business. I know someone who puts 16 hours a day and this woman is making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And it's no joke. I don't work on it that much. I have 5 kids and activities. As you could see, Theo's going in and out. He's taking the kids to activities. If you come to me with a game plan and you want to you have a goal, then it's by Mikey, it's very clear you can get to that goal, but you have to put your time and effort to it because you can grow it really quick. All right, it won't take much time. We're a little bit over here because Theo came in. Aaliyah, God bless you, girl. Why don't you introduce yourself for us? Tell us a little bit about yourself and yeah, what made you start this online business and what is your why behind it?
Well, thank you very much for having me here. So I'm a mom of 3. I'm originally from Pakistan, and I came here in 2014. My story is a little different than like you guys. I'm a teacher by profession, and I love my job. Me and my husband both make good money, but unfortunately, we couldn't be able to save much. And I have 3 kids, and they're growing up. So, been thinking for some time because also from my religious point of view, I'm a Muslim. So we have um, this thing in our religion that businesses are profitable. Businesses are where you make money. Jobs, really not. So I was thinking of going into a business, but I know I cannot do marketing. I'm very bad. I cannot follow people. I cannot keep calling them. I cannot be after them because I am, though I won't say I'm shy, but so just for example, if I get in a fight with my husband, I'll just like leave it there and I won't even pursue him why he's angry. I'll just leave him and for some time take a break. So for me to go into a business where you have to follow people, like be behind them, is not my thing. And secondly, now in 2000, in the year 2000s, we are living in a world where uh, concrete world and the online world are like two parallel universes. And I can see that online business is the new thing. So I was looking at different businesses. I've seen like a few, but I didn't find anyone where you could have like real people, real community. Um, it was it was a big thing, and then I found like Georgia, my love. So I talked to Georgia, and she is very genuine. She is very real. Um, so that kind of like pushed me in, and I decided to take a shot. I was in a lot of debt, a lot of debt. I don't even know how I got there, but like Sarah said, you can go there very fast. Despite making good money, we were there. There were things back home. There were things that were happening like simultaneously here and there. But thankfully now at this time, um, I'm able to pay off all my debt. Though I am not like working, as you just said, as much as I should have been working on the business. But I can see if I put time and effort there, I will get what I want to get. And so I want to save for my children. I want to have a house. I don't have a house. That's one big um, grievance that I have at this time, and I want to overcome that. I don't want a lot of material things, but these are a few things like security of having a house and having my kids secure, like, and helping my parents back home would be a few things that I I aim to achieve through this business. So I'm working towards it. And yes, help is around the corner. If we need them, the help is there. Um, and yes, I believe that with perseverance, we will be there where we want to be. So yeah, that's my why. Thank you for having me.
Awesome, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you, and thank you for your lovely words for me. I absolutely know how incredible you're gonna do, girl. And you just like you said, you just got to put the time and effort into it. That's all it needs. If you got the system and you got the ads, and you can even use our ads, you like literally we show you guys how to create new ads. Um, but if it just so happens that you're like, I want to get on board quickly, and I want to make money quickly. Can you help me with my ad? Like, I'll literally jump on a Zoom, or one of us here will jump on a Zoom, and we'll help you every step of the way. We'll help you create that ad. We'll even let you use our ad until you get good at creating ads. And that's the biggest thing for this business. Create an ad, send it out, work free content. Me and Paula was on a Zoom yesterday. We was calling our team the brainstormers, because we have the ones that are helping in our team, and we showed free content, we showed posts, we showed reels, we showed all this stuff where we get tons of buyers, tons of successes from just free ads. So if anybody out there is thinking, well, I want to start this business, but I don't like the fact that you got to advertise, because I'm not one of those that likes to put money in ads. We have free advertisement too. Same thing for any one of my business partners. I love that your old school way, Aaliyah, and I love that you're so humble and you're saying you don't want material things and stuff, but it's okay to want that. Don't let the world make you feel like you know we can't serve God and money. No, we can. We can serve God the whole time, and we can still go after that successes. It's not that we're serving the money. We're literally providing for our family, and we're secure in our future. And I already see it for you, girl. Oh, yeah, go on.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I like. So
Yes.
I want money. It's not that I don't want money, but the reason is different.
Yes.
So I am in it for money, but not for like things. My reason is to have like security for my kids and a house, to be like very straightforward. And things are getting like really difficult at this time. So yes, that's really want to get there to be able to do that, and that would be my achievement.
And then, girl, you will achieve it, because I used to think, the same way. Like, I don't really want much, and I just, if I can make an extra 1,600 or 2,000 a month, I'm good. And then look at how much I grew, because I literally got a taste of the business, and then I was hungry for more. I was like, oh my goodness, like, look what I can do. I can help so many people. I can pay off debt. I can get a new vehicle. I can move into a new home. I can do all that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Did anybody else want to add anything to whatever we all discussed?
Just wanted to add, just for the what people are watching, is that as you can see, like our community is very supportive in a way that we're not trying to bring each other down. We're actually uplifting each other, trying to help each other, because we use a lot of our knowledge and we transfer that knowledge to everyone else so that they're not making the same mistakes. And so just because like I'm not connected financially to Georgia and her group, but we still help each other because we just somehow just I don't know, we connected online and then we met in person. It feels like we've already known each other for quite a while. And that's what the relationships that a lot of us end up developing in the online space, which is amazing because just to let everyone know, like within our community, we have it has to be over 39,000 people globally that are part of our business community. So like we're in pretty much every continent that you can think of. And that's, just tell people that you're not in this on your own. That's the thing. So you've got a lot of supports, and it's just a matter of just reaching out and asking for help.
And I also wanted to add something which really changed my mindset during this course of like learning about this online business. Of course, everybody has their own why for joining this wonderful community. But I think money is a tool that we can not only uh, have like raise, we can also help other people raise. Like I can help my family, I can help other people, I can donate, I can do a lot of things. So it's just like many other tools that we have in our life, and this can be a super great way for that. And another thing that I really want to mention is that it's not something that happens overnight, because sometimes like some companies or some businesses just promise that it happens all of a sudden. As soon as you register, you earn a lot of money, which is totally a scam. Nothing in this world comes without effort. You have to put effort, you have to learn, you have to go through the training stepwise. I don't like I definitely and strongly advise that everybody that joins this community takes the whole training and don't miss even a step of this training. And you will always have great mentors and coaches that help you walk you through this learning process. Don't miss even a step. And the more effort you put in this online business world, the more you will earn. So if you put 1 hour per day, you will earn the same. And if you put more times, you will earn more. And the beauty of this business is that whatever effort you put in this business will result in a very successful business for yourself. You are not working for anyone. You are helping and empowering other people. You grow, they grow, and everybody grows together, but you're not working for anybody. So the more effort you put in it, it will be saved for you in future. It's totally different. I'm not I don't want to discourage people from following their own job or whatever they have. Like if anybody works in the same field as mine, like healthcare or any other jobs, I don't discourage them from like continuing their own job. But this is something different that can empower you and like help you to find other aspects of your strengths. And this is something for you. You will save for yourself, for your future generation, and you can help others a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome, 100%. Thank you all. And that's so true. Like literally, you just keep on building your business up, and the incentives and the bonuses. Now, incentives are lifetime like payments, right? So once you reach a certain sales volume in one of our multi-billion-dollar companies, once you reach a certain sales volume, you get these incentives. Same thing with our other company, traveling, and you start to get these incentives, and you're like, wow, like I can relax and I can still earn because I worked my way up there. I worked on my business a few hours a day, or I worked on it 5 6 hours a day, whatever the case may be. Eventually people leave their 9 to 5s and they spend more time, like Paulo has more time for his business, right? So there's people who do that, who just strictly, and a lot of people ask me the first thing I get, well, a lot of people even on their coaching call, is this all you do? Like this is all you do? Like they look at the lifestyle, they look at how I grew, because a lot of people see me from I started and now, like this is the only thing you do. I'm like, yes, really, yes, it's the only thing I do. I don't have any other source of income except our online business, which there's 7 streams. I always say 5 main streams, and then there's a couple of bonuses and incentives. So I won't keep everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of you coming. And if anybody wants more information on how they could start this online business and how you can literally surpass your current income, or work from the beach, wherever, travel the world, take your business with you, then go to our websites. So you can literally see our websites in our bio, or you can reach out to us privately. If you don't see our website here on this post, on this video, then you can literally reach out to us and we'll send you our free workshop that I hosted. I know that Paulo hosted some of the workshops too, so you can literally see us on there. And you can reach out to whoever you see. If this is on one of my business partners' pages, it means that they are a mentor or coach and they can help you get started. Or I literally train them personally to help you get started. So, and we all have the same information. We can help you every step of the way. So my website's georgiawilliams.ca. Paulo, what is your website right there? Juan?
juanpaulo.com.
Awesome. And then yours is Sarah?
SarahK.live.
SarahK.live. And Aaliyah? Oh, let me unmute you. There you go. Oh, you're still muted. No, you're still muted.
So it's aliaandatif.com.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you all. God bless you. We will see you guys this Tuesday at 12 p.m. PST. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Bye.